Yeah, I'm Moth one. Deal with it. Um, okay, what's going on there? Something's flying around, looks like. It's got something to say. And we're going to be the thing, so make it easier to get to. Okay, what do you guys got to say? That's what I'm trying to do. Now, is it? Oh, God, yeah. I have seen days like this before, but nobody would believe me. Why don't you just fly up a little bit? Or they live to see everything. It depends who's what looking. Okay. I still want to become you. What are you? You dragonfly? Oh, nice. Look. Oh, you dirty motherfuckers. Whatever. Let's get which button goes in and which one goes out. Do a little dance while I do this. Oh, I still need to scoop dancer. Oh, I did it again. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, my little family. It's good enough. Don't need no more than that. Oh, I haven't been these yet, have I? Buttercup. What up, Buttercup? No, don't laugh at it. There ain't nothing funny about it. It's a very serious matter. Buttercups. Buttercups. Yeah, I talk like stupid shit. I just say random shit that makes no sense. It's fun. Okay, yeah, I like being a leaf. It just lifts me up. What are you now? You look like, I forget the name of it. What's the name of it? Fuck, I want to figure the name first, but whatever the fuck. Eggplant, and yeah, I was trying to think of the word I knew. Egg was the word I was looking for. If that popped up, I would have had it, but I couldn't remember the name. I mean, that word. Nothing there I need to click on. I got all this shit clicked in. There's a nice planet, though. Black ant. Don't want to fuck with him. I don't mean that in a way somebody might think I mean it. I just know the black ants, I don't know if they're dangerous or not, but they might be. I know bullet ants, they're really dangerous. Ants, they're really fascinating. Like if you watch a documentary on them, all the shit they got going on under the ground, like they got like nurseries, to feeding places, to this, that. They got everything that we would have. People act like bugs are dumb or some shit. They're just like us, just a soul in a different body. The reason I stream this game and hope that Alan Locks can inspire some deep talk, but well, not deep talk, but deep comments. But I don't know. Dirt is the cleanest stuff ever. Everything knows that. Put it out there. I guess I don't know. I mean, as far as what naturally is, sure, why not? Idiots. That's the only thing I didn't get. I didn't get you, buddy. What are you? Oh, I am a bee. Oh. The bees in the bee simulator look really cool. Like the bees from Man vs. Bee. That's... I'm pretty sure that's not the sound they make. It sounds like he's farting. What the hell? That's what you got to say. I made it another fine morning. I get to be alive. Great to meet you. And yeah, I'm a bee. Obviously, it's great to meet me. Oh, I didn't even do that. Now, did I? What I did it. Wait, what's that thing? Did I get that shit? No, I didn't. No, I did. Okay. Oh, there's something there that I didn't get. Oh, there's a couple things. Okay, what am I now? I am nothing. This is nitrogen. Okay. And this will take me to the fractal ward. Let me get out of here. Oh, there's something there I didn't get. Oh, what's going on here? This don't look like where I just came from. They put me in different water or something. I can see shit. Okay, but that takes me to the next level. There we go. Oh, we got some houses here, eh? Oh, civilization on this planet. Alright. Gotta get that shit. Greenhouse. Oh, you dirty motherfuckers. Easy way to build houses. Okay, that's enough, guys. That is enough. Street lamp. Old street lamp. Oh, you old motherfucker. Okay, what's the flower bed? Garden bed. There you guys. Can't see if I've been that. I'm really bad eyes start to see a lot of this stuff. Come on, Alan Watts, where are you, buddy? There's no Watts. Huh? No, there's no Watts. Have I been in the greenhouse? Have I been everything yet? I think so. What was that? I haven't been this shit. What's going on up here? here. Next, that guy's like, fuck everybody. Oh, I'm gonna become a snowman. I am Frosty. Oh, Frosty's cousin. Icy. No, don't go down the hill. What are you doing? There we go. I'm in ridiculously else. Okay. I thought I saw some over there, but I didn't. I did not. Teeter totter, maybe teeter totter. At least a good slide. I probably need to take a bath. No, man, you smell alright to me. Where's this guy now? Holy cow. Usually I don't want to pop up right now. Because I wanted to pop up, so it's not going to pop up. That's how it goes. When you want something, you can't get it, but when you don't want it, it's there. We all know that. We've all experienced it. I'm ready to survive and ready to face extinction, whatever happens. Are you okay, buddy? I got my face in the ground. What are you guys? You guys same shit? No, you guys don't look like you're the same shit. I've already been you guys, so nothing. Oh, what do you guys ever been you guys? Yeah. Have I been this fence? No. It's cool being a fence. I like being a fence. A couple things here. Whatever. Good for you, your plant. Your cottage. Medieval cottage. Anything else going on around here? Sports. Yep, there you go. Gotta get what I can from this planet. Because that's the whole purpose of the game, to be everything. Well, it seems I have a thought, do I? Okay, what's he saying? Changed too much. I made it in another fine afternoon where I probably need to survive. I'm ready to face extension. Whatever, man. Do you? I'm in you, buddy. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this planet in a minute. You're alive and living now. You're so lucky. Never forget how lucky you are to be here. You have everything you need, and the longer you're here, the better it gets. But as clearly as the north, it should make that obvious. We gotta move here. It's different, apparently. Okay, what about you? And then I'm getting out of here. Nope, you're just gonna disappear on me? I am out of here. But the different continents have different shit, so let me just take one quick look. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, that cloud looks a bit suspicious. Just saying. Let me see if this shit looks... No, I'm not trying to go in the water, motherfucker. What are you doing? Alright, I see different trees here. You guys are just gonna stop me like that? I'm a tree and you guys are gonna stop me? I'm not a tree. What are you guys talking about? Yeah. You will be eating me. Okay, there's some shit here. Oh, car. That's the first vehicle I've seen. There we go. Cool. Did something just honk back? Oh, hey buddy. What are you doing? Cool. Oh, animals. Oh. It's just a general store. Oh, you in love with me, are you? Alright, let's do this. Populate this place. I gotta go find some Alan Watts though, but first let me get Alan Watts prepared. But don't tell nobody, okay? And then if you tell somebody, then somebody will know. Okay. Goddamn stems. Get the fuck out of here. Stems are the worst when you blow up a joint and you don't know the stems in it. And then it bursts through and you have to reload it. Just got to populate. Okay, that's enough, guys. Damn eyes, man. And let me just see if it works. I might cut out for a second. Nope, it doesn't work. Try to zoom in, but it don't work when you're podcasting. What's it saying? Anger is as much a mark of weakness as grief. All negative emotions are weakness. Both are signs of submission and defeat. Once you're not over encumbered by your emotions. You know, the good emotions are good, like love and, you know, happiness and all that shit, but if that's really emotional, I don't know. But yeah, like anger and grief and all that shit ain't gonna do you no good in life. You conquer all that shit, you don't have that shit in your life anymore. When you're down, then you found inner peace. You're free and nobody can defeat you. Nobody can get under your skin. It is ludicrous to be even surprised at anything that happens. Okay. Oh, I've been you? I didn't think I was you, but I've been you. Okay. How about you? You got anything good? Oh, what do you do? What do you want? What are you doing? Oh, he's tripping. He's tripping. Oh, he's tripping. I'm gonna let him trip for a minute. Oh, dude, really tripping. You're on some good shit. I better be on some good shit too. Alright, let's go, buddy. You weirdo. What are you guys? What are you guys? I don't want to be you. What are you doing? Oh, whatever. I'm over you. I've been you, right? Yep. I'm gonna get off this planet momentarily. I just wanted to see what else they got because it seems like a nice planet. A lot of good shit on it. You got a little family there, a little snowman family. Cool. Let me take a picture of that. I can get a better picture of the. Get the whole neighborhood in there. No, don't do that. So I accidentally pressed the wrong button. But don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody at all. Yeah, weird. Get used to it. Okay. Wood crate. It's a cool place. Yeah, take a picture of that a little bigger. Oh, that's a. Oh, the ambulance is going to drive. Who's driving you? Can I see a person? So many people? Oh. This is cool though. Did I take the picture I was trying to take? Yeah, I did. That's a cool little setup. Okay, I see the father, I assume, and 3 maybe teenagers and a bunch of kids, but where's the mother? Did she melt? Or she just didn't fit in the picture right? Okay, whatever, man. Oh, train? Did I hear a train? I just heard a train. Oh, you guys are mighty fall. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Check out these thought bubbles in this area and then get off this planet. I've been you. Right. Snow feels good most of the Yeah. Oh, it's all this stuff. What does the lamppost have to say? I'm serious. I'm rather live inside a volcano than here. Oh, you sure about that? Well, I guess it won't affect you too much, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you know, but still. You'd be okay. I have a pub. Oh, it's a good place to be. I mean, good thing to be. Oh. What the fuck is you? Okay. What? What's that? Okay. What else is there? Anything? Okay, I haven't been in this room. Doctor's office. Man, this is a real. There's full civilization on this planet. Everything to it, your opinion makes it. That opinion lies with yourself. Coyote. General store been you. Play the piano for a moment. I'm not doing this very good. Oh, fuck it. You know me or something? Why are you honking at me? Wait. Oh, he drove right off. He got scared. I don't know where the hell's coming from. Pissed off that house. I ate it. I need to wrap myself up and tell the dog passes. I can't think of anything else right now. My brain doesn't really work in this weather. Oh, let's see. Oh, I have a score. What the fuck you say to me? What, you think because you're bigger you can just talk back to me? You ain't about the size of the man in the face, but the size of the fighting the man, boy. Put it on. Yeah. Don't be scared. Don't scared, boy? Huh? Scared? He's scared. Punk ass. Motherfucker. You don't want it. Okay, I'll leave him alone. And the bullies. Schools, they're always bullying everybody. It's such a nice planet, though. Oh, he's in the air. Oh, deep picture. Okay, let me get out of here. I want to see some space. Nice little planet. Oh, look at all these planets. Oh! Okay. Wow! Where did all these come from? Wow, okay. Cool. 3 suns and everything. That's really nice. I need better pictures. Get everything together. God damn my face, the pictures are pointless to take. I must be nature itself, no matter how far from it I think I am. Huh. Smart motherfucker. Rather live to survive and allow you so lucky. I forget how lucky you are. Signs of weakness as much as I don't know what the hell, man. Shut the hell up. 3 suns, that's pretty cool. Is the mini sun a separate entity? Don't look like it is. Yep. Yeah, this is really cool. And the green planet. Yeah, let me see what we got. We have a boat. What kind of word? Luxury yacht. And there's that cloud again. Huh. Yeah, they did that on purpose. I'll take a picture as proof. Oh, look at the boats. Oh, there's a nice picture. What up, buddy? Something down there. And nothing. There's oh wait. I was looking for a good fish, cool fish or something. Oh, what's up here? In the clouds again. Oh, look. Okay. Got a close view, motherfucker. Yeah, I want to. Oh, some things to see. I just want some Alan Watts. Why haven't I seen Alan Watts yet? What the hell? No, that's not what I was trying to do. I can't go on this one. Oh, most shit above me, damn it. Oh, cool, I'm shooting. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. You take this shit, motherfuckers. Take it. You fucked him up. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, see some volcanoes. I wonder if there's volcanoes in this game. Take the shit that we get around with. There you guys. Let me see what the bug level is like. Why am I taking pictures? Pointless. I don't know, man. I don't know. What kind of cool are you? Dandelion, okay. Cool dandelion. I want some Alan Watts. Why is it so hard to find? It's been about 2% of my life actually living in a gamble the rest. Buddy, me too, buddy. Not real gamble, but you know. Where's all the Alan Watts? No, I need to hear Alan Watts, man. Okay, hold on, I hear some blues. This is last night. I don't know what that people is. It just figured it'd be last in the list, but yeah, so I don't know, I'll just go with the last one then. Well, not the last one, then I clicked on.
As a human being, you grow out of this physical universe in just exactly the same way that an apple grows off.
Yeah, I've been throwing this up.
So let's say the tree which grows apples is a tree which apples, using apple as a verb. And a world in which human beings arrive is a world that peoples.
Oh, no, I didn't.
So the existence of people is symptomatic of the kind of universe we live in. Just as hair on a head is symptomatic of what's going on in the organism. But we, have been brought up
You've been there,
not
buddy.
to feel that we belong in
Been
the world.
there.
So our popular speech
Sometimes you just have to
reflectively
eat.
say, I came into this world. You didn't. You came out of it. We say, face facts. We talk about encounters with reality. As if it was a head-on meeting of completely alien agencies. And the average person has the sensation that he is a someone that exists inside a bag of skin, a center of consciousness, which looks out of this thing. What the hell is it going to do to me? I recognize you. You kind of look like me, and I've seen myself in a mirror. And you look like you might be people.
They don't look like a strawberry. Did I say strawberry? Or blackberry.
So maybe you're intelligent. Maybe
That's
you can
why.
love too. And maybe perhaps you're all right. Some of you are anyway. You've got the right color of skin, or you have the right religion, or whatever it is, you're okay. But there are all those people over in Asia, Africa, and they may not really be people. When you want to destroy someone, you always define them as unpeople.
I never called anyone on people. I never heard that used. I don't know.
I find it a little difficult to say what the subject matter of the seminar is going to be, because it's too fundamental to give it a title.
This guy's slow as shit. I didn't expect that from the snow.
Now, the first thing, though, that we have to do is to get our perspectives with some background about the basic ideas which influence our everyday common sense, our fundamental notions about what life is about. Ideas of the world which are built into the very nature of the language we use, and of our ideas
It's true.
of logic.
They don't know about you. They don't know you exist.
And these basic ideas I call
they
myths,
exist.
not
The
using the word myth
Something knows
to
we
mean simply
exist.
something
We're just
untrue,
inside some atoms. They don't know
but to
what
use the word
exists.
myth in a more powerful sense.
But they do. Or some shit.
The myth
we don't know they exist.
is an
But they know
image.
we exist. I don't know. Shut the fuck up, Boone.
In terms of which we try to make sense of the world.
Like that guy knows his shit. Be awesome to have Alan Watts. If, you know, when they were alive, Alan Watts and Bob Wass in the same room having a talk. Need some good shit, man. Okay. I want to get one that I can talk about.
We have this hostility to the external world because of the superstition, the myth, the absolutely unfounded theory that you yourself exist only inside your skin. Now, I want to propose another idea altogether. Billions of years ago, you were a big bang. Now you're a complicated human being. But so we define ourselves as being only that. If you think that you are only inside your skin, you define yourself as one very complicated little curlicue, way out on the edge of that explosion, way out in space and way out in time.
Everything's connected to us.
And then we cut ourselves off and don't feel that we're still the Big Bang. But you are. Depends how you define yourself. You are, if this is the way things started, if there was a Big Bang in the beginning, you're not something that is a result of the Big Bang. You're not something that is a sort of puppet on the end of the process. You are still the process. You are the Big Bang, the original force of the universe coming on as whoever you are. See, when I meet you, I see not just what you define yourself as, Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so. I see every one of you as the primordial energy of the universe coming on at me in this particular way. I know I'm that too. But we've learned to define ourselves as separate from it.
Yep. It's the human way. The animals are connected to it. They know. Oops, sorry. Pressed the wrong button again. What? Don't backtalk me. No such thing as things. Someone just saw that one last night.
So the moment you see that intervals, that space is connective, you can understand at once how you are not just
Oh. Where are we going?
exclusively defined
Look at all that
as
green
a flash of
fog.
consciousness that occurs between
Empires
two
that
eternal
have risen
darknesses.
and fallen throughout the century. What?
That you consider
Huh.
that in the darkness that
Well, fuck you, buddy.
comes before your birth,
Well, fuck you.
there was no you, and in the eternal darkness that follows
And you see the
your death,
future. It's
there is
pattern.
likewise no
The
you.
same down to the last level.
And I'm going to discuss these matters not by appealing to any special spooky knowledge, as if I had been traveling on the higher planes and knew all my previous incarnations and therefore could tell you authoritatively.
Obviously, I want to be a ladybug. Fuck you,
much
bug.
more than this
Fuck
individual.
you, frog. Fuck
I'm
you,
going to do it on the basis of
fuck
complete
you.
common sense that everybody has access to the facts.
I think we're nice. We're not nice. We're the meanest motherfucking bugs on the planet. Spiders scared. They're scared the fuck away from us. Some shit I didn't word that way, but century and a half. I'm 3 weeks old. Okay. Go down Watch Store. I don't get it. It says I'm gonna close mine and pick a random one there. Press X. You
One of the first
cooperate.
things which everybody should understand is that every creature in the universe that is in any way sensitive and in any manner of speaking conscious regards itself as a human being. That is to say, it knows and is aware of a hierarchy of beings above it and a hierarchy of beings below it. If you take such a tiny creature as a fruit fly, which lives only a few days, it is aware of all sorts of weird little animals and objects and spores floating in the atmosphere which we don't even notice unless we've got a microscope around. And it criticizes them as being inferior animals and all that sort of thing, whereas human beings are things that it doesn't comprehend. They're as much outside its intellect as a quasar is outside ours.
What's that?
And we see these far-off objects floating in the heavens, and we have only the vaguest idea of what they may be. But there is, I think, a fundamental principle that everybody must understand, and that is the principle of relativity. That is to say that wherever you are, and whoever you are, and whatever you are, you're in the middle. That's the game.
Come on, man. I need something smaller. It's harder to find. It's really hard to find down here, man. Oh no. What the fuck did I just do? I just fucking up. I keep doing that shit. Wrong button. It's a problem. Wrong button. Dilemma.
We have this rather myopic way of looking at things. And we screen out from attention anything that is not immediately important to a scanning system based on sensing danger. But quite obviously, you as a complete individual are much more than the scanning system. You are in relationships with the external world that on the whole are incredibly harmonious.
DNA.
The energies of life in the form of temperature, light, air,
So it looks
food,
like inside DNA,
so
I
on,
guess.
are streaming through you all at this moment in the most magnificently harmonious way.
I went down, okay.
When anything is constant, it says, okay, that's safe, it's in the bag. You needn't pay attention to that anymore.
This is the bottom
Therefore,
of the bottom
we
and the top of the top.
eliminate systematically from our awareness all the gorgeous things that are going on all the time, and instead only become focused on the things, the troublesome things that might happen to upset it. Which is all right.
I don't get
But
why
we
no
make
matter
too
what
much.
things are talking about. Like, have I heard them all?
We make so much of it that we identify our very selves, I, ego,
They talk of it,
with the
they talk
radar,
it very frequently.
with the troubleshooting. And that's only a tiny fragment of one's total being.
Check out that place a little bit. That's good. Maybe the last one there was at the bottom.
So if you really go the whole way and see how you feel at the prospect of vanishing, of all your efforts and all your achievements and all your attainments
This is what I heard last
turning
time.
into dust, nothingness.
It's talking about death in them, so that must be these.
What
are the ones
happens?
I talk about.
Do you see, in a way, how that is saying the most real state is the state of nothing? That's what it's going to all come to. But if somebody is going to argue that the basic reality is nothingness, where does all this come from?
There's a bit of dance going on while I'm listening.
Obviously from nothingness. Once again, you get how it looks behind your eyes. So cheer up, you see, by seeing that nothingness is the fundamental reality, and you see it's your reality. Then how can anything contaminate it? All the idea of your being scared and put out, and worried and so on is just nothing, it's a dream. Because you're really nothing. But this is the most incredible nothing.
It is.
All the sun, moon, and stars, and the mountains and rivers, and the good men and the bad men, and the animals and the insects, the whole bit, all are contained in void. So out of this void comes everything, and you're it. What else could you be?
Oh, look at that. What was I saying? You can now be nothing, but how do I become it? Yeah, there's no non-solid category yet. I gotta get it. Non-solid, oh, there's one, okay. Fire, what? Nothing. Radioactive gas, I can become the shit out of do that. This. Let me see some. Oh, I'm nothing, okay. That's what nothing is. I am nothing. Makes no sound. Yeah. Well, good now that I know where they are.
Death seems so final. Nothingness seems so very, very irrevocable and permanent. But then if it is, what about the nothingness that was before you started?
Cool.
So don't you see? What we've left out of our logic, and this is part of the game rule of the game that we're playing, the way we hoodwink ourselves is by attributing powerlessness to nothingness. We don't realize that is a complete logical fallacy. On the contrary, it takes nothing to have something. Because you wouldn't know what something was without that. You wouldn't know what the form is without the background space.
Yep.
You wouldn't be able to see anything unless there were nothing behind your eyes.
Okay, maybe there's something in the old. That's what I was talking.
If you are aware of a state which you call is, or reality, or life, this implies another state called isn't.
Okay, let me become another thing, radioactive gas now.
Or illusion, or unreality, or nothingness, or death. There it is. You can't know one without the other.
This is the story.
And so as to make life poignant, it's always going to come to an end. That is exactly, don't you?
I don't want to be it no more. Can I just take on anything out here?
See?
Oh yeah, look at that. Cool.
Makes it lively.
Oh, we got trophies.
Liveliness is change, is motion.
I love these trophies. Just the only game trophies that I like. But
You see, you're
because
always at
they're
the
just
place
awesome trophies. So.
where you always are.
Yeah.
And you think, wow,
Talk some stuff.
a little further on, we'll get that thing. I hope we don't go further down, so that we lose what we already have.
But then later, then disappears. Like there's a vortex here.
But that is built into every creature's situation, no matter how high, no matter how low. So, in this sense, all places are the same place. And the only time you ever notice any difference is in the...
Yeah, I want to try some of this shit.
moment of transition. When you go up a bit,
Oh,
you
that's
gain.
cool.
When you go down a bit, you feel disappointed, gloomy, lost.
I didn't know I could do that. So you're gonna bring anything into space? There's so much thing as chance. Looking accidents. But you do it, man.
The world is full of threats, mostly from other people. And there are monsters. There are all sorts of things which scare you, but beyond every monster is death.
Oh, spiders in space.
And so long as we can be scared of that,
Where'd they go?
and so long as we can be made to think of death as a bad thing, we can be ruled.
No, it's disappeared.
Because what end can it all come to? What's all the trouble about? The most it can come to is nothing. I mean, there may be some troubles on the way of resisting this, basically resisting it. And so in this resistance, there's an experience called pain.
You make all kinds of cool pictures.
But beyond pain is annihilation.
This brings in all community of them.
What
Then
will
it
it be like
disappear.
to go to sleep and never wake up? Nobody can think about it.
Okay.
But what is that state
What do they all?
when you're teased out of thought? This is not, as you would fantasize it, a state of being in the dark forever. It is not like being buried alive, because then there's an experience of darkness. Now, so, when you really think about nothingness, it becomes like how your head looks to your eyes. And behind the eyes, you don't see darkness, do you? You're not aware of a contrast of light here, black there. Behind the visual field, there is simply nothing conceivable at all. Neither darkness nor light. So, might one venture to say almost that area of blankness we call death is what lies behind the eyes. In other words, it is what we can't think about.
I think this is the one I wanted.
That's what's watching.
He has a weird laugh. Well, I guess I do too. Maybe mine's not like it, maybe. Wait, yeah, I need audio. Okay, this one. Now that I know. Nobody, what are you not talking for?
Use your... The world is full of threats, mostly from other people. And there are monsters. There are all sorts of things which scare you, but beyond every monster is death. Dissolution is the end of it all. And so long as we can be scared of that,
think about what he's saying.
So long as we can be made to think of death as a bad thing, we can be ruled.
Yep, that's the bad thing. That's just the next step.
What's all the trouble about? The most it can come to is nothing.
Yep.
I mean, there may be some troubles on the way of resisting this, basically.
Well, to go through all this for just to get nothing.
In this resistance, there's an experience called pain.
It's just third step.
But beyond pain, this is annihilation. What will it be like to go to sleep and never wake up? Nobody can think about it.
Dream after dream after dream.
What is that state?
You get locked in one dream.
When you're teased out of thought.
Then you die, then you get locked in another
this
dream.
This is not, as you would fantasize it, a state of being in the dark.
Believe me, I've already died, and this is what happens when you die.
It's not like being buried alive. Because then there's an experience of
well,
darkness.
in the afterlife, maybe.
Now, so, when you really think about nothingness, it becomes like how your head looks to your eyes.
I don't need to break up because Kino already broke it up.
You're not aware of a contrast.
This is only like half of what he got, like, all broken up. 14 grams.
Behind the visual field,
what makes it easy saying.
Nothing conceivable at all. Neither darkness nor light. So, might one venture to say almost that area of blankness we call death is what lies behind the eyes. In other words, it is what we can't think about. That's what's watching.
Well, he's got a lot to say. How much time you have left? Consider how much smaller it becomes when your life is regulated by another. Days have many. Trying to group over the planets, do a little dance with them, but it's not letting me. I can't get close enough to them. Dwarf planet. I don't know if I can go on to the screen planet and try that motherfucker. Alright. It looks worth like. Let me cheer here for a minute. Listen to it one more time. I'll motivate myself.
Now, the world is full of threats.
Dark.
Mostly from other people.
That's why I'm doing this for this game, to try to get
and there are monsters. There are all sorts of things that scare you, but beyond every monster,
monsters are good, man. I tell you, I'm counting them myself
is the end of it all.
Every day.
And so long as we can be scared of that, and so long as we can be made to think of death as a bad thing, we can be ruled.
Yep.
Because what end can it all come to? What's all the trouble about? The most it can come to is nothing.
Finding the beast from the river.
I mean, there may be some troubles on the way of resisting this, basically resisting it. And so, in this resistance, there's an experience
I thought
of pain.
lots and lots about it.
But beyond pain, this is annihilation.
I fantasize a lot about it.
What will it be like to go to sleep and never wake up?
I think it's like a dream.
Nobody can think about it.
Like when I fall asleep,
But
that's
what
the
is
closest
that
thing.
state when you're teased out of thought? This is not,
I'm supposed to be listening.
as you would fantasize it, a state of being in the dark forever. It is not like being buried alive.
They want to talk.
Because then there's an experience of darkness. Now so, when you really think about nothingness, it becomes like how your head looks to your eyes. And behind the eyes, you don't see darkness, do you? You're not aware of a contrast of light here, black there. Behind the visual field, there is simply nothing conceivable at all. Neither darkness nor light. So, might one venture to say almost that area of blankness we call death is what lies behind the eyes.
Oh.
In other words, it is what we can't think about.
I need a picture of the things that I can always
It's
snap
what's
it out.
watching.
Use Share Factory and just cut it out. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I don't think we need to fear death because we've been through 3 steps already. You gotta think that it's all preparation for something. It's like, you know, when we're born, that's preparation to make the fetus, and then the fetus is preparation to make the body, and you know, that's our third world when we come here. That's we've already been in 2 worlds, 2 realities, and at the end of them, the white light comes, and boom, we're going to the next one and the next process. You got to think that white light at the end of this life that they say is just a step into the next process, and you got to think, what have we developed? What can we take with us that we made in this world? The only thing is our mind. So I think we're just left with our minds after. And then it's like the most comparable thing is our dreams when we fall asleep at night, because we slip into this darkness of nothingness and we create worlds, like we create whole worlds and avatars, and we go into those avatars and we live, we do things, and we think it's a real world. We don't think for a question. We're not like, oh, this ain't the real world, we're in a dream. Sometimes you realize it's a dream, but most of the time you have no idea. You're just there and you're living your life, and then you know, everything's normal, and then you wake up and you go, oh, that was just a dream. You don't realize it until you wake up that it was a dream, and that's most likely the thing with real life too. It'll end, and then we're like, oh, okay, that's what life was. Okay. And yeah, so I think we're left, it's the same thing when we fall asleep. When we die, we're left with that darkness, and then boom, our mind, we just create worlds, create avatars, go in them, do whatever the hell we want. No rules anymore, no boundaries, and nothing. All the things we have in life, all the negatives, all the bad shit that happens, all gone. And then we do that for as long as we can. And Alan Watts talked about this, how we fulfill all of our pleasures and we do them over and over again, everything we've ever wanted to do, and then eventually we get bored. We've done everything. We're like, okay, what do I do now? So, and I've thought about this before. I've heard Alan Watts talk about it, so I can say it, like, you know, to my own thoughts too. But I'm not just, you know, copying him. I have a weird moment with Alan Watts. I gotta talk about that, about him. But yeah, so where was I? Yeah, so we keep doing everything we want to do, and then we get bored, and we're like, okay, what do I do now? And it's like, okay, let me try something where I don't know what's going to happen, where I'm not in control, where I don't know what's going to happen, and bad shit could happen, because we're so used to only good shit and all of our fantasies and desires, and so we just, boom, we start doing some crazy shit. We just start letting random shit happen. Maybe, you know, maybe like if we're in a world where we have control, we have all the pedestrians that we put in it, they're just there, but we in control of them because it's our ward. They're ours, they belong to us, they do whatever the fuck we want them to do, until one day we're like, you know what, let me give them free will and let me see what happens when I'm not in control, and then boom, you got maybe what we all know. Maybe that's what God did. Maybe God just took away our free will just because he was curious. He wanted to see what would happen. We done fucked that up. But Oh, that's so nice. So yeah, we get bored, and eventually we keep getting courageous, keep doing crazy shit, and we get excited about it. Maybe you develop a fetish for it. You know, you're like, oh man, that was actually exciting. Where I'm not in control. Where actually bad shit happened. Like, you maybe get addicted to it, and then you come to life. You end up here, where you don't know that. You forget that you have that God ability that you can create worlds. You just forget about it, but you're still tuned into it through dreams when you sleep. But you just forget about it, and you forget who you are, and you just start a new life, start an actual life where you start from the beginning. You don't know who you are, you don't know your abilities, and you just live your life. And yeah, you just live it not knowing who you are, dealing with all the bad shit that happens, all those tragedies, all that shit. It all comes to you. You think it's all bad and shit, all that happens, and then you think it's horrible. You cry, and then you die, and then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that was fun. You know, fuck all that bad shit that happened. That was exciting. You know, maybe we liked it. Maybe it's a fetish for us as a soul, as a god. I don't know. But yeah, so I think that's what happens. I think that's death. So there's no reason to be scared of death. No reason at all, I don't think. But I think if you do shit like suicide, that it doesn't. You don't get that. You just start over again in your life. You're just reborn again. You don't. You got to go through it all again. All this fucked up shit. Except it'll be worse. Like the movie Wrist Cutters, where the guy commits suicide, but things get worse each time. Each time you commit suicide in each ward, you get a ward that's the same but worse. So, you know, so maybe I think that's what happens with suicide. But once you actually get through life and you get through it properly good, in a good mind state, you get that godlike ward where you're in a eternal dream state where you can do whatever the hell you want to do. So yeah, that's just my theory on it. I just wanted to say that. That's one of the reasons I play this game, so I can say that shit. So yeah, that's that. So I can get back to playing now as soon as I get my weed ready. Yeah, so that's all my brain does. It's always thinking. So I gotta just get it out, and this is the game to do it. But it's all crazy shit. I think all the crazy motherfucker. A lot of people think I'm crazy. They all think I'm crazy. I like being crazy. It's fun. It's exciting. Goddamn stems. Get the fuck out of my bowl. Stems. Poor stems. They're like that unpopular dude with the cool guys. He don't fit in, but he's with them. You know, he's with the weed, but nobody likes him. He's hanging out with them. He's part of them. He's part of the process, but he's not liked. Goddamn stems. I don't know, they're fun sometimes just to chew on them. I don't know. Okay, back to play it. I'm gonna end this soon though. I have shit to do. Oh yeah, I gotta go and just play and see what's up. Did not new. No, I can't go into this company. Yeah, let me get to another one. Cool. I am swordfish from swarm flock. Okay, that was the one I was just, I think. So let me try this one. There we go. Okay, looks like there might be some civilization here. Yep, there is. Sure. Cool. Nice piano opportunity here. It'd be nice if they added like different sounds you can get for this, like guitar sounds and shit. All the different instrument sounds, just make beats on it. Because you could use this game to make beats. If you're a musician, you're making songs, you just put all this together. Especially if you can have multiple ones going, like click one going, like get one going, record it, and then get another one going, and get multiple ones going together, and just make a beat. Like No Man's Sky, they added a beat maker, and I still have yet to check it out. I don't know how to access it. I guess I'm still trying to find a planet where I can, where I want to settle down. Yeah, that's enough of that. That's fine though. Cool, alright. This motherfucker was small as fuck. See, they're on the board that, well, I don't know if they're on the board that monster falling, but I know it's not true because I don't know if that's what they say, but either way, I seen it happen with my very own eyes. Some blackboards, just normal blackboards, small blackboards, morning after it was teared apart by a seagull. I wish I had the camera, that would have been a viral video. But yeah, I looked out my window and I seen the seagull pick up the blackboard and just start flinging them around with his teeth. And then, and the other blackboards, they came in and came right down beside him and just started barking at him, just and then squawking, whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay, I don't have a thought. Why you reminding me? Yeah, I just turned them up, but they couldn't do nothing, so they just kind of backed up, went up to the fucking power lines, and just kind of watched it. But you could see them; they were all like arched up, like tensed, and they're all looking down, and their hairs were sticking up, and you could see they were terrified. And you could see it, man. And then the seagull, he left a dead body there and went up on a roof of the corner house, and I think he let them have them one time. He just gave them a minute because he came back and got it after. But the other boards, like at least like 5 or 6 of them, came down to the dead board and they stood there on the line, like a couple inches away from it, just standing there, looking at it. And then finally they flew off, and the other one came down. The seagull came down and took it and flew off with it. So yeah, that was crazy. So they bonded. So yeah, I wish I got that on camera, man. That would have been so good. But I didn't have a camera at the time. Or my, tablet that I use. Oh yeah, that's nice too. Yeah, I'm getting off in the morning. Next time I might do a UFC stream today, so. All coconut trees share a simple mind, but only some are aware of it. Huh. Okay. Look at the sounds of the gold there. Wreck yourself for me and I'll love you forever. Okay. Let's fall in love. No, I don't want. Wait, what? Get the hell out of here. Oh man, did I lose him? There he is. Hey buddy, let's do this. Wait, no. Yeah, there we go. Alright. We're falling in love. Let's create some babies. We got a rock baby. It'd be cool if it was half-half. If they made that. There's so many things they could do with this game to actually make it even cooler. Oh, we got a board. Like imagine a half walk, half board. That would be cool. We got a couple boards, a couple walks. Walkboard family. That's a good name, Walkboard family. Or Walkcrawl, I guess, Walkcrawl family. Alright, we got a family. That's Some serious interspecies shit going on. It's cool you don't do shit like this. What do you ever been you, buddy? Why am I have been you? I can imagine if they do everything too. What that would be like, because this game's crazy. It's such a simple game, but it's just action or anything, but it's enjoyable if you like that thinking stuff and, you know, seeing all the different levels of reality. Seeing what, you know, most likely happens after you get to the top and you get all the way to the bottom. I think this game catches up good. I think that's what would be the fractal world, the fractal world, and then it just start over again and shit. Yeah, I realize shit. The word shit is probably one of the most common words in English. So we use like, yo, I love that shit. Yo, that shit is the shit. Yo, pass that shit. Yo, what is that shit? Yo, did you see that shit last night? Yo, that shit is the shit. Oh, that's some crazy shit. It's crazy how much we use that word to describe everything. Like, it's one of the worst things, like, but we use it to describe everything. All the best shit, all the bad shit. Yo, that show was shit, man. I ain't watching that again. Yo, that show was the shit. Yo, I'm definitely watching that again, you know. There's two fucking meanings to it. Okay, what have you ever been you? I have not been him. Oh, well. Oh, man, down where I'm from an island, and we had an artesian well in our backyard. And man, it's the most popular well in the town. Like, everyone came to get water from it because it was so good. Like, everyone said the water from it was so good and pure and so clean. It was just, man. Yeah, I think it's time to get up, but I can't believe I didn't find Alan Watts anywhere. What the hell was that? I guess I collected them all. That's some bullshit. Haven't been you, buddy? Oh, no, I want to be him anyways. Good thing to end it with. But I want to end it with Alan Watts. See if I can get a last thought in. See what happens. You're in the middle where you look for a certain tension, being in one's way. Wait.
There is this sensation of practically every living being of constituting a center of tension and of resistance. That is to say, of being a little bit blocked, or shall I say, of being in the way, being in one's own way.
Instant family.
Imagine the opposite. Let us suppose, for example, that you got up in the morning with a feeling of total transparency.
Take them away as I brought them in.
There's no resistance in your organism to the external world. You just float through it. You're part of it, it's part
Dance,
of you.
motherfuckers.
And just in the same way, for example, that when you see, if you see well, you aren't aware of your eyes. But if there's something wrong with your eyes, and you see spots in front of you, then you are looking at your eyes, and your eyes are getting in your own way. And so in exactly the same way, the perfect form of man is unaware of himself, because he doesn't get in his own way. He is thus, in this sense, completely transparent.
I think I can speed it up. Just slow it down. It's just the buttons. Oh, I can make them go far out. I can bring them close in. I can speed up this button. Okay. Do information. I like this one. The guy wants to join so bad that milk. Okay, let me get one more. Maybe more than one more, but you know how I do. Well, you don't know how to do because you know, but whatever.
As you focus on that sensation of distinctness, we'll even call this one separateness, the thing to do with all feelings that you don't like is to experience them as deeply as possible and go into the inmost depths of loneliness, and indeed, let us say, the inmost depths of selfishness. Because you see, the sensation of being you, this curious, lonely center of awkward sensitivity, subject to the most peculiar feelings and pains and anxieties and all that sort of thing.
Yep, been doing all that.
All that is an essential prerequisite for feeling something else.
Yep.
These two experiences go together. So what anyone or any being whatsoever who has a sense of centrality, who has a sense of selfhood, who has a sense of identity, that sense of identity is inseparable from something else going on that is defined as not being me, as not being under my control, and that may jump at any time.
That's what I forgot to do when I was on space on the sea melter. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. Zoom out to space and do that, and then listen to a couple more and have a smoke and then get off. Let me get up. There we go. That's a space that I wanted to be in. Latch onto another planet. I think I need to be dancing. No, it's not a space that I wanted to be in. It's the next level up. Nope, next level up. Just need to find something to pair with. No, I don't. What the hell am I talking about? Let's see what do I want to bring in. Oh, this guy. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, lightning in space, yep. Oh, still can't. I gotta bring in the hole. I see you can dance with those guys. Oh. Okay, let me get to these guys over here. Maybe. I keep thinking you're getting closer, but you're not. There we go. Okay, so you can father. This guy, come on, you wait there. Oh, you're being a real motherfucker, you know that? Spring morning, at least it's what I chose to see as a girl streaming, so you don't have a dude. What am I doing? I am forgetting that I can do stuff. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so you switch to the same pattern. Idiots. can't even go out now. What am I missing? Or did I see that cool shit before? Was it in here? No, I'm back down here. Shit. That's not what I wanted. Now I gotta find my way back out. What is that? Yeah, I don't know how I got that shit before. It looked cool when I did it before, but now it's not working. Maybe we gotta wait for some pattern to be up. Look at that heart-shaped pond. There's some there. Oh, cool. Got time for that shit right now. There's something better than that. Up to the next wall. I know. Riveting shit. What? What? Straight. Motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go to the next reality and finish it off there. Yeah. Oh, buddy, I tell you what. Oh, yep. Damn it. Someone wants to go. I gotta go in a minute to get a smoke and then I go. These mess just keep popping up. You gotta deal with that.
It's a funny thing. We can experience ourselves through and through as something that just happens. We look at it this way. If you feel your body
your skin, the solidity of you. And with regard what marvelous eyes you have, which are the power which generate light and color out of all these electrical quanta in the external world. And these ears, these beautiful shells that you wear on the side of your head.
Oh, look at
The
that.
little spiral bones, the cochlea inside, you know, all that. Marvelous. But you don't feel responsible for this.
That is something awesome.
Just in the same way that conscious attention is not aware of all.
The basic reason why we don't notice the self is that the self doesn't need to look at itself. A knife doesn't need to cut itself. Fire doesn't need to burn itself. Water doesn't need to quench itself. And a light doesn't need to shine on itself. Every self is modeled on
This shit's gonna happen. All the messages
and is
popping
an
up on
expression
screen.
of the one self, because you all feel individually that you're the center of the world. And everything else is seen in circles, circling out, sphering out from where you are. And that's, as it were, called the microcosm, the little cosmos. But then in the same way, the macrocosm has a central self, although this is not central in the way we talk about centers in space. The center of a circle is in the middle of the circle, and the circumference is away from it. It isn't in the middle of the universe, spatially speaking. You might ask the question, where is the universe? Well, you can't say where, because every where has to be in relation to something. There would have to be another universe to say where this one is. Then, since those two together would constitute the universe, we wouldn't still be able to say where it was. It isn't anywhere. And so in that sense, the center isn't any. You must remember, of course, that the word play and the word game have many levels of meaning. We are accustomed to use the word play in opposition to work, and to regard play as trivial and work as serious. You're only playing, says a girl to a suitor. You're not serious. We also use the word play in a non-trivial sense. We say, I went to a play. Well, what did you go to? Oh, it was Hamlet, a tragedy. But it was still a play. I say too, when I do philosophy, like I'm doing with you, this is entertainment. But in the sense, perhaps I hope, of your listening to someone play a musical classic. I'm not
Something
speaking.
to talk about.
When you came into this world, there gradually arose into being the sensation of I. And it stays there a while, it goes through a development, and then it drops off. But all the time, everywhere, there are other I's starting up. See? Whether they be human, animal, anything you like. To be in other
These guys
galaxies,
dancing over
etc. Always, they're starting up. Now, you would say, is there no connection between them? No, in the same way there is no connection between the molecules in your hand. And yet you say it is a hand. But if you look at it under a powerful enough microscope, the molecules in your hand are miles apart. And you would say there's no connection between them. What's the connection between this galaxy and other galaxies? Well, we can't see any connection. And yet there are gravitational swings whereby they respond to each other and move in a certain collective order. So in a very similar way, the constant appearance of beings who feel that they are I constitute a wave motion. You can see it either way. You can see yourself, in other words, as existing only now. That's the only you there is. The alternative to that, logically, is to see yourself as everything.
Yeah. Because we gotta see the universe like our bodies. Like if you look at our body through the microscope, well, the molecular structure of our body, I mean, you look at that, all the atoms and, nucleus and all that shit, all, rotating, nucleus all rotating around the atom and stuff, it's just like the planets and sun, right? And you gotta think all the little beings, some kind of beings that live on those atoms, on the nucleuses and all that shit. And it's all connected. Like they don't know if there is. They don't know that, but they're just part of a body. Those cells and the white cells and red blood cells fighting each other. They don't know they're part of the same body. I think the universe is the same. That it's just a body. It might be a like us. We're made in this image or whatever. So it might be a human type body. It might be a dog. Because God backwards dog maybe. Maybe that's why we love dogs so much, and dogs love us so much because it's what we are. Maybe we're part of the dog body. So yeah, I think the universe is just a body. We're all part of that body. We're like the white suds and like compared to like white suds and white blood cells and white blood cells and red blood cells. Like the the white blood cells, they're helping to fix the body and heal it, and the red blood cells are attacking the body, trying to destroy it. I think that's how humans are. We got the good blood cells, we got the bad blood cells, the good humans, the bad humans, and the good humans are helping to heal the body, and the bad humans are destroying the body, destroying their own home. So I think that's what you gotta look at it like. So you try to be one of the good blood cells. So yeah, I think that's a good way to end it, I think. Just wanted one last talk. One last one. So yeah, I'll end it at that. Yep. I'll see you later.